Hello, my beautiful people. I welcome you back to my channel once again. These are very exciting times in the Premier League. And I think where the thing has gotten to now, it is Chelsea's to lose. Everything is playing into our hands perfectly. Now, Chelsea has also hit form at the right time. Cole Palmer looking very exciting yesterday, looking very sharp. Nicholas Jackson has hit his form, started scoring goals at the right time. Then the other teams are helping our cause. I have just finished watching the Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest game, and they drew 1-1. And I think that has played very perfectly into our hands. It means that Nottingham Forest are on 61 points now behind us on 63. The other day, Brighton also helped our cause and drew 1-1 with Newcastle. Arsenal, I told you, is in the mix. They have not nailed down that position, and so it is a position that can be grabbed. We've got a game to play against Newcastle. We've got a game to play against Nottingham Forest, and so it is playing perfectly for us. Arsenal has also got a game to play with Newcastle. They've got a game to play with Liverpool. So tomorrow or Wednesday, I am preparing a video. I want to predict who actually will be in the top 5 this season. So be sure to get that video very soon. If you are new on this channel, if this is your first time, please subscribe to the channel. Don't hesitate. Smack a like button for me, hit the notification bell, and also share the link. Now, this upload is on the report of the performance of our lone players, and so I'm not going to waste too much time on the joy that came from yesterday's win against Liverpool. Straightforward, we go to the first player on our list, who is João Felix. Now, his team just played a game today. They have also just finished their game. They won against Genoa by 2-0. João Felix was subbed in the 70th minute, and so he played 20 minutes of the game, had 25 touches. But then the good thing about his game today is he had 100% accuracy, pass accuracy. He attempted 14 passes and completed all of them. So that is very good for João Felix today. For his ground duels, he attempted 5 and completed 3 of them. So that is João Felix in today's game against Genoa. Renato Veiga at Juventus played yesterday, which is Sunday, and they drew their game against Bologna by 1-1. Now, Veiga played a full 90 minutes of that game, had 41 touches in the game, completed one of the single ground duel that he attempted in the game, and his match rating was 7.0. So that is Renato Veiga. This time round, there is not much to report because a lot of our players have rounded up their leagues and they are coming back to Cobham. So there is not much to report. Axel Disasi, he is at Aston Villa. They played against Fulham and they won 1-0 against Fulham. But then Disasi was not involved in the game. This is the second game running that he has not been involved. The other one was an FA Cup game against Crystal Palace, which they won by 3-0. But then he was cap-tied that time. But this time around, he was not involved again against Fulham. So that is Axel Disasi. When we get to Kane Chukwuemeka, he is at Borussia Dortmund. They won their game against Wolfsburg by 4-0. Now, Kane Chukwuemeka was introduced in the 82nd minute. He came in to replace Sehu Guirassy. Now, he played only 8 minutes and had, coincidentally, only 8 touches in the game. Not much to report on him. Completed 4 of the 7 passes that he attempted in that match, and then his match rating was also 6.7. Now, he also completed one of the single ground duel that he attempted in that match. So that is Kane Chukwuemeka. For Ben Chilwell, he has just finished their game against Nottingham Forest. He is at Crystal Palace, and as earlier indicated, they drew the match by 1-1. Now, he was on the bench. He was at a new sub. So that is Ben Chilwell. Zach Sturridge has played his final game for Millwall. They lost. They lost against Burnley by 3-1. He played the full 90 minutes in that match and had 35 touches. pass accuracy was 85% and completed 2 of the 4 ground duels that he attempted. Now his match rating was 6.5 in the match. So Zach Sturge has played his final game. For Max Merrick, he didn't play because he has played his final game the last time I reported on the 26th of April. So Max Merrick did not feature this weekend. Now we go to Jimmy J. Morgan. He has also played his final game, and that was on Saturday. Now they won the match against Port Vale by 1-0. He played 62 minutes in that match, and his match rating was 6.5. Actually, he made 1 key pass in that game. So that is Jimmy J. Morgan. His pass accuracy was 67% actually. So we go straight to Alex Matos. He has also played his final game. It was on Saturday, and they drew against Swansea City by 3-3. Now he played a full 90 minutes in that match, received 1 yellow card, completed 5 of the 10 ground duels that he attempted, and also completed 3 of the 3 aerial duels that he attempted in the match. His match rating was 7.0 and his pass accuracy was 85%. In fact, he attempted 20 passes and was able to complete 17 of them. So that is Alex Matos. We go straight to Leslie Ugochukwu. He is at Southampton. Southampton has already been relegated. They lost their match against Leicester City. Leicester City has played 8 or 9 matches without scoring a goal, but then they won against Southampton by 2-0. Now Ugochukwu played 79 minutes of that game and they had 48 touches in the match, completed 3 of the 8 ground duels that he attempted, and his match rating was 7.0. He also completed 2 of the 2 aerial duels that he attempted in the match. Now we go straight to Alfie Gilchrist. He is at Sheffield United. Now they also drew their match against Blackburn by 1-1. He played 60 minutes in the match. That was their final game of the season, but then they have a playoff, a championship playoff coming up against Bristol City, a 2-legged championship playoff. So he will still be playing 2 more games minimum. All right, so he played 60 minutes of the match and had 65 touches in that match. He completed 3 of the 3 aerial duels that he attempted in that match, and then his pass accuracy was 95%. So that is Alfie Gilchrist over there. Dylan Williams also played his final game on Saturday, and they lost against Charlton by 3-1. He played the full 90 minutes in that match, and Dylan Williams in his final game missed 1 very big chance. He missed 1 very big chance, 1 interception for him, and the pass accuracy was 62%. He had 53 touches in that game and made 1 clearance also. So that is Dylan Williams, not good on his final day. All right, then we go straight to Andre Santos. He is at Strasbourg. Now they won their game against almighty PSG. Now Strasbourg won 2-1 against PSG, and Santos was again in the fray. He played the full 90 minutes of that match and had 48 touches in the match. His match rating was 7.5 and made 1 clearance, completed 9 of the 11 ground duels that he attempted in the match, and 2 of the 2 area duels that he attempted were also completed. So that is Andre Santos. We go straight to Bashir Humphrey. Now Bashir Humphrey, they also played their final game, but then Bashir Humphrey is out injured, and so he didn't feature in the match. They won against Millwall by 3-1. That is Burnley actually. Now for Leo Castleden, they have finished their game, but then Leo Castleden is gone back to Cobham, and so there's nothing to report on him. For Georgi Petrovic, he is also at Strasbourg, and as earlier indicated, they won their match against PSG by 2-1. Again, he played a full 90 minutes, made 3 saves in the match, and completed 5 of the 24 long balls that he attempted. His pass accuracy was 60% and match rating was 6.8. So that is Georgi Petrovic at Strasbourg. For Raheem Sterling, he is at Arsenal. They lost both games that they played over the week. The first one against PSG at home to PSG, they lost by 1-0. Raheem Sterling was on the bench. He was an unused sub. Then on Saturday, they lost again against Bournemouth by 1-2. They lost at home to Bournemouth by 1-2. And Raheem Sterling was introduced in the 86th minute. So he only played 4 minutes plus the additional time that was added. Now he made 6 touches in the game. And then he also, Raheem Sterling actually came on to replace Gabriel Martinelli in that match. Completed one of the 2 ground duels that he attempted in the match. So that is Raheem Sterling. For Armando Broja, he was an unused sub in their game against Ipswich. In fact, they capitulated in that game. They were winning the game by 2-0, capitulated and drew the match by 2-2. Armando Broja was an unused sub in that match. Now, when it comes to Kepa Arrizabalaga, he's at Bournemouth. He's been doing very well of late. I reported to you the last time that he prevented 0.85 goals in their match. Their draw against Manchester United, 0.85. This time round again, he prevented 0.67 goals in the match. He played a full 90 minutes, had 48 touches and made 3 saves in the match. Match rating was 7.3 and completed 9 of the 18 long balls that he attempted in the match. So that is Kepa Arrizabalaga. We actually have some good goalkeepers to look through in our ranks. I must say that Robert Sanchez performed very well against Liverpool yesterday, but then I think we have some very good goalkeepers coming in from loan. Mike Pendes is another goalkeeper. He played a full 90 minutes. They lost their match against USG. Now, Mike Pendes saved a penalty. He saved a penalty on Saturday. That game was on Saturday, and they lost by 1-0 against USG. He saved a penalty in the 19th minute. But then Genk played the 10 against 11. Now in the 51st minute, they were issued a red card. That is Bangora received a second yellow in the 51st minute. So that was equal to a red card. And so Genk has to contend with 10 men to play actually 10 against 11 for the remainder of the match. So Mike Pendes performed very well there to keep the score line at a very respectable. All right, so that is another goalkeeper that we have just looked at. ESTEVAO Willian, he is at Palmeiras and they won both games over the week. The first one was on 30th April. They won it against Shear by 1-0. He played 67 minutes and contributed 1 assist. He provided 1 assist. Now, in fact, they won 1-0 and he was the one who provided the assist for that goal. Again, on Sunday, which is yesterday, they won their match by 1-0 and again, he was the one who provided the assist for that goal. In yesterday's game, he contributed 5 key passes in the match, but then yesterday he played 80 minutes of the match. His pass accuracy was 92%. On Wednesday, his pass accuracy was 100%. That is very good for him. Completed 2 of the 6 ground duels that he attempted. Yesterday, he completed 3 of the 11 ground duels that he attempted. So that is ESTEVAO Willian for you. Now we have Caleb Willie. Caleb Willie is at Watford. They also played their final game on Saturday and they drew to Sheffield Wednesday by 1-1. Willie played 78 minutes of the match and had 48 touches. He made 1 key pass in the match, completed 3 of the 4 ground duels that he attempted. His match rating was 6.8 and his pass accuracy was 64% actually. So that is Caleb Willie rounding up very well over there. So once we come to Caleb Willie, it means that we have come to the end of our loan report. As indicated earlier, please look out for my analysis and the prediction of who will qualify to the top 5 this season. We are left with only 3 games remaining in the Premier League, so I'll be predicting exactly who will end up in the top 5. Everybody from Arsenal to Man City to Newcastle to Chelsea to Forest to Aston Villa is at risk of missing out. So I will be giving you my analysis and prediction. If you are new to the channel, once again, please subscribe to the channel. Don't hesitate to subscribe. Then also smack a like button for me, hit the notification bell, and also share the link so we can reach a wider coverage. Thank you very much. Till I see you next time. Stay blessed, and as you go to bed, say a prayer for Chelsea. Bye for now.